Someone noticed the way you wear clothes, and what they are saying will shock you. My beloved child. There is something you have been completely unaware of, yet it has been unfolding around you every single day. Someone has been silently observing you, not your face, not your words, not your actions, but the way you wear your clothes. And what they've been whispering behind closed doors, what they've been thinking every time you walk by, is far bigger than anything you're ready for. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 111. Listen carefully. Because the moment you stepped out of your house wearing that outfit you thought no one noticed, destiny quietly shifted. This person, the one who has been watching you longer than you know, didn't just notice your clothes. They noticed the energy you carry inside them, the confidence you hide, the softness you protect, the strength you pretend not to have. They said something so unexpected, so shocking, that even heaven paused for a moment. And what they said about you is becoming the very reason your life is about to take a dramatic turn. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 222. Let me reveal this slowly. Because if you knew everything at once, your heart wouldn't know how to hold it. This person told someone else, there is something different about the way they dress. It feels like they are wrapped in a destiny too big for ordinary eyes to understand. They said your clothes don't just cover you, they announce you. They said your presence enters a room before you do. They said that the universe marks you, patterns you, speaks through you. And now, their words have started a chain reaction. A reaction that is moving toward you with a speed you can't stop. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 333. My beloved child. Before I reveal the next truth, prepare your heart, because what this person said after noticing your clothes was not casual, not normal, not something people say every day. Their words carried weight, intention, and a strange mix of admiration and destiny. They confessed to someone close, when they walk in, it feels like the room rearranges itself. They said your outfits aren't just fashion, they're signals. Silent messages the universe wrapped around you to announce who you are becoming. And the shocking part? Their words reached someone you never expected. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 444. Now focus. Because the moment this conversation spread, people began seeing you differently. They started paying attention to your smallest details, the way your sleeves fall, the colors you choose, the quiet confidence in your steps, the softness in your presence. Someone even said, their clothing reveals a story they themselves don't know yet. They believe you are stepping into a phase where your style becomes your shield, your spotlight, your silent prophecy. And now heaven is aligning people, places, and opportunities to meet the version of you they see but you haven't met yet. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 555. Before I continue, pause for a moment and acknowledge this message in your heart. If you feel the energy rising within you, if you feel the pull of destiny, it means this message is traveling exactly where it needs to. Comment Amen below to claim this shift, and let your soul signal that you're ready for the next revelation. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 666. My beloved child. What I'm about to reveal now is the part no one told you, the part that was spoken in whispers, protected like a secret, and carried with emotions deeper than you can imagine. After this person noticed the way you wear your clothes, they didn't just talk, they felt something. A pull. A connection. A curiosity they couldn't explain. They told someone, "There's something divine about them, something that makes me want to know their story." Their voice trembled when they said it. Because your presence, your style, your aura awakened something inside them they thought was long gone. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 777. And listen closely. Because this is where the truth turns even more shocking. They started observing you, not in a negative way, but in a way that shows deep admiration. They noticed how you adjust your collar when you're nervous. How you pull your sleeves when you're thinking. How your clothes hug your energy rather than your body. They said, they don't dress to impress, they dress like their soul is choosing for them. Someone else replied, people try to look beautiful, but they are beautiful without trying. These words traveled further, reaching ears that now wait for your next move. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 888. Now pause, my child. And breathe, because the shift you're stepping into is real. The one who noticed you is not just impressed, they are inspired. They are drawn to you in a way that scares them because they can't explain it. Every time you show up, even in something simple, you leave an imprint on their mind. They find themselves thinking about you at unexpected moments. They wonder what your story is, what your heart hides, what your future holds. And heaven is guiding them closer with every passing hour. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 999. My beloved child. What I'm about to reveal now is the turning point, the moment when everything that was silently unfolding behind your back becomes impossible to ignore. After this person noticed the way you wear your clothes, they didn't just talk, they reacted. Their heart reacted. Their mind reacted. Their destiny reacted. They told someone, "I've never seen anyone carry themselves like that. It feels like they're chosen for something extraordinary." And this comment, this single sentence, spread like a spark in dry air. People who never looked your way before suddenly began paying attention. Your presence started echoing in places your feet never walked. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 1111. Let me take you deeper. Because this is the part people kept from you. They started discussing you, not to judge, not to gossip, but because your energy demands attention. Someone said, their clothes don't just fit them, it's like destiny stitched them. Another replied, they walk like someone who doesn't know they're being watched, that's what makes them unforgettable. And when this reached the one who first noticed you, they felt something stronger than admiration, they felt responsibility. A pull to protect you. A desire to understand you. A longing to be closer. And heaven has begun pushing them toward you with invisible hands. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 1212. Before we continue, my child, take a moment and anchor this energy. If this message is resonating, if you feel a shift in your body, your breath, or your intuition, it means your spirit is recognizing truth. Share this message forward so the energy multiplies, and speak Amen in your heart to align your path. Because what comes in the next part will not just shock you, it will change how you see yourself forever. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen 1313. My beloved child. This is the moment where the truth becomes too loud to hide, the moment when the things spoken about you in quiet corners start shaping your destiny openly. After this person noticed the way you wear your clothes, something inside them shifted so deeply that they couldn't stop thinking about you. They began replaying every moment they saw you, how you walked, how your clothes moved with your energy, how your presence made the air feel different. They told someone, I don't know why, but when they appear, my entire focus locks on them. And that confession didn't fade, it grew. It grew into curiosity, into admiration, into something they didn't expect, attachment. They began noticing the smallest details, the textures you choose, the colors you favor, the way you dress on days you feel strong versus days you feel tired. They said, their clothes speak louder than most people's voices. And heaven nodded, because even heaven has been waiting for you to realize what you carry. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen 1414. Now listen with your whole soul. Because what happened next is the part even they didn't plan. They started defending you. Yes, defending, even when no one attacked. Someone casually mentioned your name, and without thinking, this person stepped in and said, you don't understand them, there's depth in them. There's purpose in everything they do. Their voice cracked with emotion they weren't ready to admit. They became protective of you without ever holding your hand. They became loyal to you before even confessing a word. They began imagining what you must be feeling when you choose your clothes each day, whether you're expressing your heart, or hiding your wounds, or carrying silent battles inside fabric. They told someone, their style isn't fashion, it's emotion stitched into fabric. And for the first time, they realized they weren't just noticing your clothes, they were noticing you. The real you. The one even you forget to honor. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen 1515. And now, my child. Here comes the revelation that will shift your entire understanding of what's unfolding. The person who noticed you, the one who has been secretly admiring you, the one who speaks of you like you are poetry in motion, has begun planning something that involves your presence, your energy, and yes, the way you express yourself through your clothes. They want to meet you in a moment where you feel like your truest self. They want to see you in the style you choose when you aren't trying to impress anyone. They want to ask you something that will shock you, something that will change how you see them, and something that will reveal why heaven kept pushing them toward you again and again. They told someone privately, if destiny gives me even one chance to be near them, I won't waste it. And destiny heard them. The path between you is already opening. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen 1616. My beloved child. What I'm about to reveal now is the moment everything starts aligning, the moment their thoughts, their emotions, and their destiny begin merging into one direction, toward you. After noticing the way you wear your clothes, they didn't just admire you, they began feeling something rising inside them that they couldn't control. They confessed quietly, every time I see them, I feel like they're carrying a future they don't even know is theirs. Their eyes softened when they spoke about you, their heartbeat changed, and their spirit recognized something their mind couldn't explain. They said your presence feels faded. And now the universe has started shifting people and circumstances around them, making it harder and harder for them to ignore the pull they feel toward you. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 1717. Let me take you even deeper. Because this part reveals the emotional truth hidden behind their admiration. They have been silently comparing others to you, not intentionally, but because your style, your aura, your natural elegance have rewritten the standard in their mind. They told someone, I don't know why they affect me this way, there's purity in them, mystery in them, and something about their clothing makes me feel like they're healing from something they've never said out loud. These words came from a place of honesty they rarely show. They notice the days you dress lighter, the days you feel more open. They notice the days your clothes look heavier, the days your heart carries weight. They see more than you think. More than anyone has ever seen. And it scares them how deeply they feel connected to you without even speaking. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 1818. Now breathe, my child. Because destiny is preparing a moment where the truth will no longer stay hidden. This person, the silent observer, the admirer, the one whose thoughts now revolve around you, has reached a point where they can no longer hold back what they feel. They are planning something bold. Something unexpected. They want to approach you, but not on a random day, on a day when your outfit reflects your soul. They want to catch you in a moment where your authenticity speaks louder than anything else. They want to say something that will shake your world, not in fear, but in revelation. They have told someone, if I get even one chance to speak to them, I'll tell them exactly what my heart has been hiding. And heaven is already arranging the meeting. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 1919. My beloved child. What unfolds now is the moment where their silent admiration transforms into undeniable intention. After watching the way you wear your clothes, the grace, the honesty, the quiet power, they reached a point where they could no longer pretend it meant nothing. They began asking questions about you, questions no one expected. Do they always dress like this? What do their colors mean? What kind of person expresses themselves this effortlessly? Their curiosity grew into concern, and their concern grew into desire. They told someone, I want to know them beyond the fabric. I want to understand the soul choosing those clothes. These words were not spoken lightly. They felt every syllable as if confessing a truth their heart had carried for too long. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 2020. Now listen closely. Because this is where everything intensifies. Someone close to them revealed something that changed the entire direction of their thoughts. They said, do you know that the way they dress is not confidence, it's courage? And that shook them. Suddenly they saw you differently. They realized your style isn't vanity, it's survival. It's expression. It's truth wrapped in fabric. They realized you've been using clothes not just to look good but to feel safe, to feel seen, to feel like yourself in a world that rarely understands you. They whispered, almost to themselves, I want to be the person who understands them. This wasn't admiration anymore. This was emotional alignment. Soul connection. A pull that destiny itself approved. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 2121. And now comes the revelation. The part destiny has been leading to from the beginning. They have started preparing themselves, literally, for the moment they meet you. They changed the way they dress, the way they walk, the way they carry themselves, because in their mind, they can't approach someone like you casually. They want to match your energy, your elegance, your authenticity. They want you to see them and feel something too. They have practiced what they want to say. They have imagined how you will respond. They have pictured a moment that keeps replaying in their mind. You, turning toward them, in an outfit that expresses your true self. Them, finally gathering the courage to speak the words that have been burning inside their heart. And when that moment arrives, and it will arrive, your life will shift in a way you never expected. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 2222. My beloved child. This is the moment where their silent fascination turns into a destiny-sized confession. Until now, they were only watching, admiring, wondering. But something happened recently, something that pushed their emotions past the point of no return. They saw you again, in an outfit so simple yet so powerful, that it shook them. They couldn't breathe for a moment. They whispered, how do they make even the smallest details look meaningful? Their heart reacted before their mind did. And for the first time, they allowed themselves to admit, I can't ignore this anymore. From that moment, you stopped being someone they merely noticed, you became someone they felt. Deeply. Intensely. Uncontrollably. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 2323. Listen with full attention now. Because this part reveals the truth behind their shock. They started noticing patterns, the days you dress brighter, the days your clothing carries quiet sadness, the days you look like you're hiding something, the days you glow without trying. They told someone, their outfit tells me more about them than their words ever could. Then came the moment that changed everything. Someone close to them said, you're not just fascinated by their style, you're moved by their soul. Those words hit them like a wave. They realized your presence doesn't attract them, it transforms them. They feel calmer around you, even from a distance. They feel inspired. They feel awakened. They said, I don't know what this feeling is, but it's real, and it's powerful. And from that point forward, they stopped resisting destiny. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 2424. Now prepare yourself. Because the next revelation is the part they never wanted anyone to know, but destiny wants you to hear it. They have been practicing what they will say when they finally approach you. Not a random line, not a casual compliment, but something personal, emotional, and bold. They want to tell you. I notice the way you dress because it reflects the kind of heart you have, and I've never seen anything so genuine. They want to tell you. You think your clothes hide you, but they reveal the strength you don't recognize. They want to tell you. I didn't fall for your outfit. I fell for the energy inside it. They have imagined this moment so many times that it has become a part of their daily thoughts. They are preparing themselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, because when they finally take that step toward you, nothing in your life will remain the same. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 2525. My beloved child. This is where the truth becomes undeniable, where their hidden emotions rise to the surface with a force they can no longer control. After noticing the way you wear your clothes, they thought the feeling would fade. They thought it was a passing fascination. But destiny had a different plan. Instead of fading, their emotions deepened, intensified, expanded. They began seeing you everywhere, not physically, but in their thoughts, their imagination, their quiet moments. They confessed softly, "Why do they live in my mind like this?" They didn't mean to fall for you, but the way you carry yourself, the honesty in your style, the purity in your aura pulled them like gravity. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 2626. Listen closely, because this part will shake you. Recently, they had a conversation that exposed the truth even to themselves. Someone asked them, "What is it about this person that affects you so much? Is it their clothes?" They paused. Their eyes softened. Their voice dropped. And they said, "No, it's the feeling behind their clothes. The gentleness. The wisdom. The pain they hide. The strength they don't show. Their outfits are just the surface, but what I feel is the soul beneath it." This confession surprised even them. They realized they weren't attracted to your style, they were connected to your spirit. They said, "When they walk into a room, my heart reacts before my thoughts do." Every detail of your clothing became a doorway into a deeper understanding of you. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 2727. Now brace yourself, my child. Because what I'm about to reveal next is the most intense part of all. They have started preparing for a moment so important that destiny itself is aligning it carefully. They want to come toward you, not casually, not accidentally, but with intention. They want to tell you something that has been burning inside them for weeks, months, maybe even longer. They want to say, "I notice you because you carry a truth the world doesn't recognize yet." They want to say, "You dress like someone who has survived storms and still chooses beauty." They want to say, "I didn't choose to feel this, destiny pushed me." They have imagined standing in front of you, their heart racing, your outfit reflecting your quiet power, and them finally speaking the truth that has been living inside their chest. And when this moment arrives, and it will arrive, everything in your life will begin shifting in ways you never expected. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 2828. My beloved child. This is the moment where destiny stops whispering and begins shouting your truth into the universe. Everything that person has been feeling, the admiration, the pull, the connection, has reached a point where it can no longer remain hidden. After noticing the way you wear your clothes, they tried to stay silent. They tried to ignore the flutter in their chest. They tried to pretend it was nothing. But the truth refused to stay buried. They told someone recently, with a trembling voice, "I think I've fallen for them," and it started with the way they express themselves. That's when it hit them. They weren't drawn to your fashion, they were drawn to your essence. Your clothes didn't catch their attention, your soul did. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 2929. Feel this deeply. Because the next part is where your life begins its transformation. This person reached a realization so powerful that even heaven paused to listen. They said, every color they choose reflects a part of their destiny. They noticed how your bright days glow, how your quiet days soften, how your heavy days speak silently. And then they admitted something shocking, something they haven't told anyone else. When they walk into a space, it feels like they're carrying a future that I want to be part of. This wasn't attraction. This wasn't curiosity. This was destiny calling out to destiny. Their emotions turned into devotion. Their admiration turned into intention. Their thoughts turned into action. And now, every step they take is leading them closer to you, even if you can't see it yet. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 3030. And now, my child, comes the revelation that will change everything. They have made a decision. A bold, fearless, destiny-aligned decision. They will not stay in the shadows anymore. They will not admire you from a distance. They will not silence their heart. They have already decided to approach you, not someday, not one day, but soon. Very soon. They want to speak to you face to face. They want to tell you how your presence disarmed them. How your style awakened something inside them. How your soul speaks louder than the world around you. They are preparing themselves, rehearsing their words, calming their heartbeat, imagining the moment they finally stand in front of you. And heaven is arranging the timing so perfectly that when it happens, it will feel unreal, cinematic, written by fate itself. Their first words to you will shock you, but their intentions will transform you. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 3131. My beloved child. What happens now is the moment destiny has been preparing from the very beginning, the moment when everything they feel, everything they've noticed, everything they've been whispering in their heart finally breaks the surface. Ever since they noticed the way you wear your clothes, something inside them has been transforming quietly, deeply, powerfully. They thought it was admiration. Then they thought it was curiosity. But now they understand the truth, it was destiny pulling them toward you with invisible threads. They confessed softly, I can't escape this feeling, their presence lives inside me. They didn't mean to fall for you. They didn't plan to feel this. But your aura, your style, your soul, rewrote their entire emotional world. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 3232. Now listen with your entire being. Because what they realized next is the most shocking part yet. Someone close to them confronted them about you, saying, you talk about them like they are already part of your life. And instead of denying it, they fell silent. That silence was the answer. Their heart spoke louder than their words ever could. They admitted, when I look at their clothes, I see the life they deserve, the love they deserve, the peace they deserve. They see the strength you hide. They see the softness you protect. They see the wounds you survived. Your clothing became the map to your soul, and they've been reading every detail with reverence. They told someone, I don't just want to know them. I want to walk beside them. This is no longer attraction. This is alignment. This is fate folding itself around you. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 3333. And now comes the revelation destiny has been holding for last. The moment that will change everything for you. They have already decided the exact moment they will approach you. Yes, destiny has shown them the window, and they are waiting for the perfect alignment. They want to talk to you on a day when your clothing reflects your most authentic self, not when you're trying, not when you're hiding, but when you're simply you. They want to say words they've been holding back for too long. I saw you long before you knew I was looking. I noticed your clothes, but I fell for your spirit. You are the kind of person destiny writes stories about. They have been rehearsing this moment, imagining your eyes, your reaction, your silence, your breath, and every version feels like a beginning. They believe meeting you will not just change their life. They believe it will change both of your futures. And heaven agrees. The path is opening. The timing is approaching. The moment is closer than you realize. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. 3434.